On this day, in 1876, it began raining meat in Kentucky. Yes, you heard me. Let me tell you about the Kentucky Meat Shower, which sounds like an awesome night out, but is actually absolutely disgusting. So, what happened? Well, Mrs. Crouch was making soap on her porch around 11 a.m. It was a lovely, clear day. Suddenly, what seemed to be snowflakes started to fall. Only it quickly became clear that they were not snowflakes, but chunks of meat. The shower didn't last long, but it covered an area of around 90 by 45 metres, and it sounds nightmarish. People were obviously intrigued by this horror movie scene that was on their doorstep, so loads of people turned up to have a look for themselves and figure out what the meat was. And how did they do this? Well, an article from the New York Times said that 2 gentlemen who tasted the meat expressed the opinion that it was either mutton or venison. Yet, you heard me, they tasted the meat. I don't know that you get to keep your title of gentleman if you're just eating random sky meat from a field. They didn't even have to. Samples were sent off to the Newark Scientific Association for analysis. They found that it was actually horse meat, and while we are still uncertain to this day what caused this meaty rain, the leading hypothesis is this. If a vulture and its mates have eaten too much horse and they are too heavy to fly as high as they would like to, they will do what is known in the business as a tactical chunder. And sometimes there will be a gentleman who will come along and freely admit to the New York Times that they have put that into their mouths. There's still a specimen of this awful, awful sky meat in a jar at the Bath County History Museum in Kentucky if you want to go and see it. But actually, I'm really busy and, unfortunately I couldn't possibly make it to that exhibition, but you should absolutely go to it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Why not subscribe? And I'll see you tomorrow.